Welcome back, guys, to another video with Dragon John Z, and we're going to talk about what we brought to Richmond and how we did at Richmond. And there's not much to say. I went undefeated. I played 6 mirror matches in a row. I was on the draw for more than half of them. I think I was going to play like once or twice. But I was on the draw most of the game. I even played against Woolchuck, and we started off great. Went 6-0, and then we crashed, and finally went down those paths where other players usually go, to where we go undefeated, top seed, and then we just fall down to the bottom in day 2. So the end of day 1, right, I played against a Blurple player, and then my deck decided to just not do what it was supposed to do. I drew poorly. I didn't have the 1-2-3 strength. I didn't do none of that stuff. Game 2, I didn't have Inkables to even play on turn 4. I had like doubles Genie in hand, 2 bolts, and a dock, and there's only 3 ink, and I'm like, yep, concede. Go to the next game. Let's play. Let's try, right? And then I got paired into Zansight again on the purple steel killer deck, and that game 1 was pretty close. I had 1 turn, and then he found that combo in that 1 turn, and then game 2, I didn't even play the game because I drew Uninkables again, and I'm just like, what is happening? I was playing 11 Uninkables. How did I draw 5 of them in the top 4 cards? It was insane. It was crazy, and then that put me on tilt. And when you play on tilt, the game just snowballs out of your favor. You know, I went to day 2. I'm like, all right, clear my head. Let's do it. Then I had to play against my friend that I always see like at sort of championships and stuff. So a local Florida player, and he was on Blurple, and with the game 3, but Demona is busted. Like in Blurple, Demona is so good. Okay, he's able to put like 2 guys out, sail into another sail, ink his whole hand, and have 1 card in hand, and then just like Demona, tap all my guys, draw 3, wipe my board, untap, Demona again, kill, well, banish whatever I played, and that was bad breaking. And I'm like, bro, what? And then after that, I'm just like, well, I'm out, guys. It was fun. I finally hit a brick wall, and I guess sometimes players hit it though. So let's talk about the deck that I played Saturday. But we'll start with a Friday event, right? So Friday, I played this deck right here. So this is a normal deck. 3 Olafs, Palace Guard, 1 Mim Skater, Captain Hook, Timothy the Mouse. This is like the same deck list that I played at CCS, minus 1 dock, because I'm tired of drawing Inkables. I should have minus another Calhoun, because 2 Calhouns would have just been fine to be dogs. 2 Timothy Mouse, Tinkerbells, Lexingtons, played 2 Jasmines, and this is the deck I played on Friday. I went 6-1. My only loss was to Blurple, and that should have been a sign right there. Right there should have been like, wait, I'm losing to Blurple again. Interesting, because usually that matchup for me is easy, and I know how to pilot it. But for some reason, Demona changes the game. Like now that they play 4 Demonas, it changes the game dramatically. Like I can't just sit there and do nothing, board stall, and then come back and win the game. This time they can just play Demona and tap down my guys and wipe the board out if I don't do nothing. So now you gotta like do these awkward trades and like hope they don't have the cat, or hope they don't have Bell. Bell blew me out. That was the thing that knocked me out of getting top 32. Bell. Like I was so far ahead versus a Blurple matchup, right? And I was like, I can do nothing right here, and I'm fine. But I was like, let me just get rid of this elephant, right? So I had Lexington attack the elephant, and then use strength to get rid of the elephant, right? And then I had like Dumbo, Lexington, Calhoun, and a Captain Hook, and I'm like, okay, I should be good. And then when they played Bell, move the damage off Lexington to kill Dumbo, that won the game right there. I was like, I didn't even know that they'll even playing Bell again, to be honest. I thought they were playing 4 cats, and that took over the game. And I'll regret that for the rest of my life. But anyway, so Jasmine is for green blue and the mirror match. So Jasmine can get rid of the Prince Philip after they combo me. I play Jasmine, and then they can no longer quest, which buys me time to come back into the game and fill the board back up. Because once they go like they rep really hard and they go Prince Philip combo, they usually got like one card in hand, and then you can be able to. The reason why Purple still loses because they can't get rid of Prince Philip, right? Because he just quest for 3 for the next 5 turns and then they win. But you play Jasmine, it stops them, and then you just follow up with Doc or Genies or anything, and then Clarabelle doesn't do nothing because usually you're still gonna keep one card in hand, so they draw 1 at least. So that's how you get back to the game. Everything else was pretty good. Went 6-1, only losing the Blurple. So I was like, yep, I guess I'm gonna run this deck back on Saturday. Because if I would have did bad in the Friday event, I was gonna switch to dogs. And my third option was Blurple. Alright, so we didn't win Richmond. I put my deck as Richmond winner because I was gonna try to win to get the Worlds. But this list is what I played. Played the 2 dogs. I played 3 Black Herons. We didn't play the Mr. Smee this time because we were trying to hedge our matchups versus the purple mirror matches in Blurple. Because Smee is good versus Blurple, but when they playing these cats and Bell, it's just like you play it and then they trade and they just move 2 damage from the cat, killing Mr. Smee. But you play Black Heron, they can't really move the damage to get rid of it. They can't put it on there, but then you still get an extra quest. And sometimes that wins the game. So we played 2 Mim Skater, which was really good. Like in the mirror matches, playing Mim Skater was really, really good. Like just say this, I go turn 1, hook into Calhoun, into a 3-drop, I'm gonna draw. And if they strength my 3-drop, right? They 3-drop is a cat or Lexington or wherever it is, X4. Usually you can't get rid of it. But if you go Mim Skater into Doc, draw 2 cards, and then now Calhoun or Captain Hook can take out that 3-drop, and now all they got is Genie, then you just like in a phenomenal spot. So things like that. That's why I played Mim Skater for the weekend. Dragon Genie was really good for the weekend. It did so many Dumbo killing, and it was overall good. Iago was these really good in this spot. I should have played 3 Hades because Hades beats Blurple. It's bad versus everything else, but Zandek and Blurple deck, it might hedge the matchup a little bit more because I was missing that card a lot that weekend because I'm like, the 3 Blurples I played, if I like had Hades, back-to-back Hades, I just draw so many cards or to get rid of these things, and then I just come back and win the game. 4 Demonas. 4 Demonas was good in a mirror match, but in Blurple versus Blurple is like, you don't want to do it because usually they have like 1 or 2 cards because they're trying to do the same thing to you, and it ended up being bad versus Blurple. So I should have played 3 because of the Blurple. If I knew I was gonna play against Blurple, I would play 3, but we don't know what we're really playing against. It's good versus green blue though, because like when you dump your hand and you get to like 6 ink, usually they have 1 card, but you just play Demona just to find that last piece of gaining lore with the snake. So it was pretty good, solid deck list. I should have played 3 dogs, bro. Like 3 dogs versus Blurple would have been good, but Doc it wasn't really good versus everything else I was trying to beat. Like the mirror matches, I don't care about Doc because I'm trying to demon you and just wipe your board and then just win the game on the spot. Versus Doc doesn't do nothing. Demona's pretty much better than Doc in that matchup too, because if they don't have Chromacon and you go Demona, they just lose the game. Versus Red Purple, Demona's good. Versus all the other decks, Demona's good. Only thing you really need Demona on is green blue. I'm not Demona, but Doc is green blue, and I think it'll be Blurple. Calhoun lost me so many games, guys. It is not even funny. Like the turn I go Demona, I draw Calhoun. And I'm like, I should have got rid of 1 and just played 4 Black Errands. It's just crazy. Just crazy. Benja did nothing this weekend. It killed a Lantern, banished a Lantern. Other than that, it did nothing because I played 0 dogs. 0. I played 0 anything that played items. except for the one Zan deck I played against. Everything else was just purple steel and blurple. And but other than that, 2 bolts. Bolt was good in the mirror match. Like, bro, Bolt won me so many games. Like, I even had a hard cast Bolt on turn 4 to win a game. Like, it won me so many games. It was amazing. I like that. If I was changing the list, it'll be a totally different list. If I was going to Belgium and playing that DLC, but Purple Steel is still strong. I think it still had a decent chance of winning, like especially that we all knew that Green Blue was going to be in the top cut. Cause that's what I predicted. I predicted that the DLC was going to be like Purple Steel and a lot of other decks, right? Purple Steel, Blurple, Green Blue Dogs. That's why I predicted, and most likely that it was like that too. But I knew that Purple Steel was going to have a rough time converting to day 2 because of Green Blue is really favored to it, right? And now Blurper is too. Blurper is really favored to Purple Steel again. But I prepared my deck for Green Blue and Dogs and the mirror match. I just threw Blurper out the window because I'm like, okay, if I want to play, I go 1, 2, 3 strength. I just win those games, so it really don't really matter about Blurple, which that decision probably costed me top 32 of the DLC. I should have been like, okay, I need to prepare for Blurper 2 and add more cards, but I was just like, I might play at least 1 or 2, and I'm a skilled player, so I can be able to get around that matchup. And that was not the case. I did not get around that matchup. I played 4 of them, and they had fun with me. But other than that, guys, I'm probably gonna start doing more like testing and Pixelborn play online, maybe do some streaming, stuff like that, because I need to brush up on my skills of like practice, because usually I don't play Paper Lacana until there's a DLC or a store championship. That's the only time I play. I usually just play online, and sometimes you gotta play paper because it brushes your skills up and make you like a better player. Because sometimes I'm like rereading cards and like, oh yeah, this card does that again and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, and it's different than online because you just like have a choice of like remembering all this stuff, and then you have nothing to do it for you. But other than that, guys, it was fun. The DLC was really good. I met a lot of people. I got to see DKP again, and a lot of the other players, Earl Master, and for the next DLC or tournament, it's probably gonna be a while because it's gonna be a long drop until like June, where there's like 100 tournaments that I got to do. I got the 50K for CCS because I qualified. There's DLC for Infinity, and then there's like back-to-back like nationals too. So back-to-back tournaments. I'm a grind, and I see you guys next time.